Okay. Hello, welcome. We're continuing our Warhammer 2 Total War Mousillon campaign now. Last time, we took Gorsel and Grungzint and have kind of solidified our control over Marienburg. Though we're going to have to deal with these Fimir up here in Arnau. I'm pretty sure the Fimir are here. They're spreading chaos corruption, whatever they are. We need to get rid of that. Because it's playing havoc with my ability to control these provinces. Mousillon and Lyonesse is fine. Castle Artois and Gisero are fine. Kind of. Again, vampire corruption's just got to build up. We're not at war with any of the other Bretonnian factions. They're probably going to declare war on us soon. Actually, our relations with them are improving. Okay. What about with them? Deteriorating with them. Brion? Deteriorating. But it's not terrible. And it's improving with Paravon. As I said last time, I would kind of like to be able to get some of them as vassals, rather than just destroying them, because I always wipe out all the opponents. Having some vassals would be fun. In a story manner. Not necessarily in a gameplay manner, but, you know. We weave the stories as we play through the campaign. Yes, last time I was going on about how these Black Knights have lost their crumbling and disintegrating. These ones haven't. I think the difference there is that I raised some of them, and when I raised these ones, they have crumbling and disintegrating, but when I recruit them, they don't have it. I actually pinpointed in the my recording of my last session the battle where it changed. Because it changed during a battle. And oddly enough, the change has persisted during this campaign in custom battles. And I don't know what the cause of it is. It's possibly something to do with lance formation. That's my best guess. But it hasn't affected any other infantry, any other cavalry which I've got. Which use lance formation. Just the Black Knights. And it's only the Black Knights of Mousillon. It's not the Black Knights of Vampire Counts which are affected by that. Anyway, I sent a large wall of text over to Mixu to have a look at it. Which I think he appreciated. I try to be thorough, but sometimes perhaps I'm too thorough. I think it was fine with it. Any way I can help. Right, so we're going to be building up our economy primarily here, and dealing with those Fimir. So, build that there. Build the Haunted Mill. It's just going to be like grabbing all the little bits of gold. Also, in 11 turns, we're going to have free upkeep for skeletons, which will be very nice. We have our fourth lord over here, actually, because we've got Mellabord over here. The Red Duke over here. And then we have Marius Paquet here with an army of skeletons and zombies because it's cheap. And we have Jerome Gagnier here, who is a fallen knight, which is a unique lord for us. Or a unique lord type from Mousillon, who gets some pretty nice abilities. Emerging Terror, Secrets of the Bloody Grail, Revenge of Cold, Avatar of Death, Hero of Common Folk, Brothers in Death, Benevolent Overlord, and Embrace the Darkness. The Darkness. Pardon me. And also various other things. He also gets a Hippogriff as a mount, which is pretty cool. And a Pegasus. Not a Dark Pegasus, just a normal Pegasus and a Hippogriff. Not a Dark Hippogriff. I don't think there's such a thing as a Dark Hippogriff. Anyway, he'll be fun to build up with. And when actually, 3 blood kisses. I did say last time, when I got 3 blood kisses, I was going to spend it in Lamians. Because apparently, for Mousillon, the Lamians get you Dark Prophetesses. And I would like to have a look at that. So let's see. Did I get one? Hey, we did! Chiara Dubois. Vicious. Some folk call me vicious. I'll scoop out the eyes of any who utter it in my presence. Melee defense +3, melee attack +3. All units in army. That's pretty nice. Also, as a side note, as a self-imposed sort of limitation, which I've come to enjoy when playing as any Vampire Counts factions, I'm going to only be recruiting the lords I get from the Blood Kisses. The vampire lords and so on, which I get from the Blood Kisses. I'm not going to be recruiting these vampire lords. If I want another lord, and I haven't spent points in Bloodlines, I will recruit a Master Necromancer, just so that we make use of the Master Necromancers. Because otherwise it's always, why would you go for a Necromancer when you can go for a Vampire? So, I think there are mods which, you know, make it so that only the Master Necromancers are available outside of the Bloodlines, but I have self-restraint, I tell myself.
This better be important. Dance macabre.
Go up there. Go up there.
Follow me.
I thirst.
And we don't have enough money to search the ruins. Poops.
It's night.
Do channeling.
What?
Channeling crate takes 50. Room to adopt. Range to adopt. Ooh. There's another point of interest there. Another one over there. And another one over there. There's stuff all over the place. There's stuff. Stuff and things. Okay, well, that's easy. End turn. Oh, yes, and, our Necromancer, and, Manfred is currently wandering around our territories. At the end of last session, we did actually defeat 2 Van Heimling armies which had landed on our territory and were walking across it. And then I was like, I need a guinea pig to check out my damned errant knights errant. So we declared war on them and dealt with them in quick order. We haven't seen the ramifications of declaring war with them yet. I wonder if I'll be able to vassalize Repance de Lyonesse. She's fervently against the undead, though. For anyone new to my series on Warhammer 2 Total War, I play with quite a large variety. I play with a variety of different mods. I won't say large because people play with many more mods than I do. But I have a video up on my YouTube channel which covers the ones which I play with the most. There have been some additions since I made the video, but the majority of them are the same. At the moment, we are looking at the Mousillon faction, done by Mixu's Mousillon. Also, Mallowboard, a extra lord for us, is added by Whysofurious's additional Lords and Heroes mod, which works with Mixu's Mousillon. It also adds a bunch of other characters around the place. I think it adds a Vampires hero to Reichland, Genevieve or something like that, I forget. I think she's from a book series. As well as Conrad von Karstein for the Vampire Counts, which is nice. Though I would like a bit more of a direct way to get him. I like Conrad. He's not present in any of the... Not present in the game properly. Okay, search ruins. Servants of Fimir. There we go. What have you got? Rough-hewn castle, shanty towers, dungeon of cursed riches, Dirach sacrificial chamber. Yeah, no wonder you're spreading chaos corruption everywhere. We're gonna have to deal with you. That's a large garrison. Oglars, Nautical Warhounds, Fimgard, Fimshirls, and Fenbeasts. Okay, go in here and raid.
My bloodline calls.
And go here and raid. Excellent. Some extra money. Look at that garrison in Corone. Pretty nice. Do we get a, do we get a, dark trebuchet in there? We get a field trebuchet. Do we get a cursed trebuchet at any point? Field trebuchet. That unlocks an unholy field trebuchet. Can we get one as a garrison? If I build walls. No. Okay. Well. Do I want to be able to give it... It only gives like 50 more gold, doesn't it? Oh no, it gives 100 more gold. Get the restless dead. And I want you to go over to Marienburg to try and keep the region under control. There we go. Okay.
Now.
You have... What do I want for you? Oh, you start with a Bard and Nightmare. You don't have a Bard and Nightmare on your, image on the, thing. Wait, hang on. Apparently you're supposed to have a Bard and Nightmare, but you don't have the mount. It makes sense for you to have the Bard and Nightmare because we're playing as a Bretonnian faction. But you haven't been given it. Is that because you were spawned by the game? This hero was actually spawned as part of an event. That might be the reason. Okay, so I'm going to do spread corruption. Yay. Okay, we'll raid our way up to Arnau and declare war on them. Is Marienburg going to have anything to help with the public order? Not really. Okay, and Screeching Kilns. Can we trade with any of the Bretonnian factions?
Tomb scum.
Nope.
What are you? Armored in faith.
Bordello.
Only the Grail companion.
Nope.
No evildoer may receive the blessed spawn of darkness.
Nope. I wonder what they say when they're friends with you. Okay, right. End turn. We got a population surplus in Corone. Are we useful? If I can level up Corone faster. Manfred goes back to Karaberg after suffering several turns of attrition just standing around in regions with low vampiric corruption. Surely the AI knows what it's doing. I don't mean to be snarky. Well, that's kind of a lie. I don't mean to be too snarky, I should say. Okay. As a point also, part of this campaign is also on trying out a variety of mods made by... Oh boy. Do I have his name here? I do not. Well, I actually... Can I get it here? I'll be able to get it for this. Just checking my mod manager. We have a variety of mods made by ModMaker1 and Indel. And this is a variety of mods which causes small armies of rebels to pop up around the map due to various reasons. One of them is called Those Savages, which makes savage orcs as well as beastmen pop up around the world. As sort of a rebel faction thing to happen, like the feral herds there. They're just generally belligerent. They're small factions. They're not full factions like Kazrak or anything like that. They're there mostly to just provide a bit of, you know, smaller armies to fight against. Another one is Insidious Corruption, which causes various armies to spawn based on the corruption type. So Chaos will spawn Chaos Corruption. Chaos Corruption will spawn Chaos armies. Vampire Corruption will spawn Vampire armies outside of Vampire-controlled territory. And Skaven Corruption will spawn Skaven armies. So, I was going to say, they're called Vermintide in the game, but it'll spawn Skaven armies, which is nice. It just means they're not full-sized armies either, so you'll be dealing with just like a stack of 6 or 7, which is a nice way to break up, you know, having to fight full stacks all the time. March up, actually. No, you're not within range. Okay. Marienburg. You can have... I think in the long run, having the Bellfire Brazier is going to be better for the public order than the Gibbet. Because Vampiric Corruption gives like 10 or something. Ooh, yeah, also. Lamian Gifts. This is the... Because we spent the 3 blood kisses on the Prophetess, which we'll have to recruit. Upkeep minus 50% for all heroes. That's pretty nice. Okay, we'll recruit you in Mousillon, Chiara Dubois. I like the image, even if it's just a prophetess with paler skin and red eyes. So, what have you got? Barded Nightmare, Hellsteed, Queen Bee. Who's queen? That's right, now prostrate yourself before me, worm. Hero action cost minus 50%. Hero action success chance plus 50%. Enemy hero action success chance minus 25%. That's nice. Aura of Dark Majesty, Dark Pact, Grave Ward, Hive Mind. A coalescence of consciousness, the sum of which is much greater than its parts. Campaign line of sight plus 10%. Construction cost minus 15% for all Vampire Lair chain buildings. And minus 1 construction time for Vampire Lair chain buildings. Okay, interesting. She's also got immortality because she's a unique lord. Deathly Vigor. If anything, this one has an even greater lust for life than they did before their death. Attribute Perfect Vigor. Nice. Innocence Lost. These deceptive creatures look so inoffensive and vulnerable that the enemy lowers his own defense, which is when they strike. Bonus versus infantry plus 25. And Seduction. How could a mortal resist the lure of a creature that has preyed on warm-blooded males since the dawn of time? Who could refuse to become her willing slave? These might be the abilities for the Lamian lords. I haven't actually recruited any Lamian lords before, so I don't really know. Invocation from the Heck, the Curse of Undeath, Power of Darkness. Oh, cool. That's a Law of Dar Magic, or Dark Magic, from the Dark Elves. Yeah. That's a, you cast that on an enemy hero or lord. On one of your lords or heroes, and it drains their health as in replace for Oh no, actually, this is a different one, isn't it? Yep, target self or ally. Causes damage and greatly improves power recharge rate and greatly increases the power reserve. So, it's what I was thinking of. Word of Pain. Ooh, that's nice. Melee defense, melee attack debuff. Minus 40 melee attack. That's powerful. That's another law of dark magic. You've got a mix here. Ghost of the Past. Pale warriors, death pale were they all. They cried, La Belle Dame sends mercy, the hath enthrall. La Belle Dame... Dame... My French. La Belle Dame sends mercy, the hath enthrall. I believe that just means the beautiful dame of no mercy. The hath enthrall. Don't really know what that means. Exactly. the Old English is difficult, more difficult than the French. Anyway. Ghosts of the Past. Overcast spell, Ghosts of the Past upgraded. Summons a unit of damn Knights of the Realm. Oh, neat. Okay. Is that the same as Solostra Dilfan's law? Oh, interesting. Look at that. It adds the prophetess's spells in a little pop-out window on the side. It's kind of cool. I don't think I've seen that before. Most of the other mods add it as another icon over here, like the Law of Northern Witchering and Law of Winter Rage. Witcher for Kislev. But yeah, you've actually got them over here. Not all of them. It doesn't have that vampire spell. Oh, it doesn't have that summon spell. Yeah, it doesn't have Solostra Diafin's spell there. Unless it's under this. Drowned Dead. Wake from the Grave. Command of the Unliving. Hellish Vigor. Oh, that's something else. Evil for the Woods. Rage Rotten Dryads. Grasping Roots. Nope. Okay. I think a bunch of those spells are from the Troll Tree faction. What have you got? Aside from that. Ghost of the Past. Soul Stealer. Okay. Wind of Death. Nice. Earthing. Magical Reserves and Arcane Conduit. And your Yellow Tree actually has some unique things in it too. Lightning Reflexes. Plus, it increases damage resistance and speed. Cool. Supernatural Horror. And Transfix. Just an upgraded version. Which includes Discouraged. 10 seconds for 26 seconds on hit. That's pretty nice. And what's this? Aura of Dark Majesty, Swamp Dwellers, Peasant's Duty, Waking Dead, Call of the Night, Evil Souls, Engine of Wars, Magical Animus, Legions of Dead, Protectors of the Realm, Despised by All, Peasant Proficiency, and Undeath Resurgent. And the Blue Tree, I went through these because these are the same as the other boards we've got. Even though some of them are unique. Steward of the Realm, Eternal Warden, and Feared. Renowned and feared. Okay. So, neat. Yeah, it's a powerful spellcaster. Also, apparently a vampire, too. And she's got vicious. Okay. Give you that. Give you that. I am going to give you... Wand of Jet. And you can wear Trickster's Helm. And we'll put the point in Invocation of Nehek. And you can start raising an army after a little bit. When our economy gets a bit underway.
Your wish, master.
Donovan, where do I want to send you? You went to have a look over at the Sylvania. Go over to Bloodkeep. Have a look and see how they're doing. You're fine. Gisero is actually positive now, so we can just keep it there. And I'm going to put this vampire hero in your army. I'll get rid of this unit of zombies for that. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of annoying that she has that point in the Barded Nightmare, but she's not mounted on one. Oh well. Something else which I'll mention. It's just a little thing. I wonder if she'll get it if I give her the Nightmare Elfsteed. Probably not. Because they're not connected or anything. Clan Nor performs the pestilence scheme. I've said before, that's something which I'm looking forward to in the next patch. Plagues are going to be more powerful. Oh boy. Why is Clan Pestilence next? That'll be fun. I did a brief Clan Pestilence video when the last big patch and what's it called? DLC came out. That was only to have a look at Plague. The idea of spreading Plague out over the Empire and watching them collapse from it is mightily entertaining. I wonder if you could make it where the Plague spawns armies of zombies, or armies of pestilence, plague monks or something. Clan Pestilence already gets bonuses now if their armies are plagued, which is very nice. Okay, distribute Grave Gift, plus 10 armor for our skeletons. That's nice, they're up to 30 armor now. And you can declare war on servants of Fimir. Fimir need summon the Dirach, war calls. I'm sorry for this, Fimir, but you're being a hassle. And what do I do to hassles? We remove them. Okay. Go there. Channel. And we will attack you. It's still not giving us good chances. Jeez, come on. Our army is much better than theirs. I know they've got a lot of Fim guards, which are pretty damn good with their magical attacks and sundered armor. And from the mists. But I mean, come on. We've got knights, cavalry, and fake chivalry. And they've just got armies of Boglars. Boglars are, they're just like snotlings. They're pathetic. Their melee defense actually isn't too bad, 24. Melee attack 16 though. And they got no armor. 53 leadership. Fimguard. Fimir shills are monstrous creatures, but they're slaves. Fimguard are much better. Almost more than twice as much armor. Okay. Can we actually have a look at what Arnau, the map for Arnau is? I hope it's going to be that swamp map again. That was fun. We're just thinking about it. And poof. Come on, poof. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, okay. We'll be fighting under the stern gaze of Sigmar. There was a map which we were fought on in Norska, where it had a Fimir's ruined castle in the middle of a swamp area, and that was pretty cool. Even had a flag of the Fimir over the walls, on the walls of the little castle. It was pretty cool. Durbok Redder. They've also got fen beasts, which we can see here, which are magical constructs. They're a mixture of an undead and construct unit, which really doesn't mean much other than just flavor. They have regeneration. They also have magic dependent. So when mana is less than 50%, they lose plus 15 leadership. An interesting unit. I think their missile defense is actually pretty good. I'd imagine it is, because they're made of mud and logs and all that. And a few bones, for good measure. We got a few of them in our Albion playthrough. Or Albion campaign. Because Albion gets access to them as well. They're actually an unit for Albion, but it makes sense for the Fimir to have them, being that they live in swamps and all that all the time. So, we're going to want to deal with their Fimgard with our Blood Knights, but at the same time, they have armor sundering. And I don't want them clubbing all of my cavalry apart with armor sundering. That would be very mean. Oh great, Arnau. Thanks, you're with me. You don't increase my mana at all, but you're with me. Peasants, go there. Do that. Skeleton Spearman can go in the middle there. Graveguard, go there. Graveguard, go there. Don't forget that I have reinforcements coming in. Just reminding myself. Okay, go there. And our Black Grail Knights. And you go there. Cool. Ooh, also, yeah, we've got a Vargolf. That's pretty cool. And our Field Trebuchet. There was so much death in a region that we were able to raise a Vargolf. Okay. There. And there. Right. Begin. Malabord. And, Miriam. Get up here. We're going to need your reinforcements. Skeletons, protect this pass. Archers go up on here. Clear out. Malabord, go there. Malabord is on a Dark Pegasus. So we've got nice flying cavalry, which is useful to have. They're probably going to be attacking me because we're using a trebuchet. Oh. And I forgot you. Okay, well. Form up into that cavalry blob. Are they attacking me? Some of them are. Fimgard. looking pretty cool. Even as they eat a few trebuchet rocks, trebuchet stones. As a reminder, the Fimir are creatures which worship the Chaos Gods. But they have since lost the favor of the Chaos Gods. And they're kind of left adrift. Because Chaos ended up focusing more on humans than the Fimir, sort of replacing them as their chosen faction. So the Fimir kind of still worship Chaos, but are also kind of left. And without really anything to do. So... or perhaps I'm not explaining it in the best way.
Understood. Moving out. Battle ready.
Spooky guys! Go and attack those Boglars, because the Boglars are not worthy of life.
Yes. You shall be. What? Bound by honor. No
Yeah.
knights.
Bound by honor. Right.
Glory awaits. Paladin of Bretonnia. On to glory.
Go on.
Lord and master.
Yeah, these Fimgard are proving to be a bit tenacious.
We are the new order.
Feast and with haste. To war. Time to feast. What? Pennsylvania.
There we go. Good, good, good. Malabord, get back here. Getting distracted. Oh, good lord, Boglars. They're just blue snotlings. And they die like blue snotlings. No, my ghosts! Oh good, they did kill both of them. There's just a bunch of ghost corpses on the ground.
Honor and duty.
Go after them. Go after them. You go after those Boglars.
All is aflame. Slay them.
What is still holding on?
I'm in your throne.
Lance formation. Bam. There we go. That was all that was needed. Hey Direwolves, how do you feel about eating Boglars? Don't choke. Go after the Fimir shells, actually, you lot. These are our damned, our black Grail Knights. Very cool. A Regiment of Renown unit. I believe they're from the, game Warhammer Dark Omens. Stab. Oh. I always feel sorry for the Fimir. In a way, but not too much. Poke, poke, poke. There we go. And is there anything else on the map? There's something guard. Catapult. Stop attacking. Oh, there you are. You need healing.
Sons of Bretonnia! We serve the lady! Hero of Bretonnia!
Okay, go after them. You'll cast another invocation to heck on them to get back a few more of the Blood Knights. I kind of like how they just pop out of thin air. I mean, I find it amusing. Go, 38. Okay, that's fine. Decisive victory! And it said that we would have a difficult time. There were 23 kills for one unit of Boglars. 28, 104, 24, 32, 33 for their Fim Guard. 46, 34, 21, and 7 for their Shirls. Even though they're slaves, they're still monstrous units. 89 and 38, 35 for their Fin Beasts. Red Duke got 7 kills, 59 for our Blood Knights, 15 for one unit of Black Knights, 53 and 33 for our damned Knights Errant, 70 for the Catapult. That's actually pretty good. I suppose he might have hit in a few units of Boglars. 0-0 for our Graveguard, but I didn't really commit those. 1 for the Vargolf. I suppose you are against the monstrous units. The Vargolf is more of an anti-infantry. I like that I've got it though. It's a nice, hard-hitting unit in the front lines. Another mod which I am trying at this moment, though we're not seeing much of it, is the, what's it called? Stakes for... let me have a look. Stakes for Peasants mod, which adds stakes for Bretonnian peasants. However, we don't get it because we have mutated Bretonnian peasants. It'd be nice if we did. I've seen the AI use them. They're effective. I haven't actually seen how much damage they do to cavalry, which charges through them. But the AI does place them down. It doesn't mean that they stay near them. There's a few problems with it. I've seen that the AI has been able to use the ability while they're on walls. Which is a bit weird. They're not a problem. It's just odd. Because they're constructs and they have crumbling and disintegrate. So the stakes do eventually die. And they have 90 hit points, so they're really easy to kill. They have a lot of missile resistance, though. So you have to hit them in melee. Loot and occupy. And we secure the wasteland. And I'll build charnel pit. And a gibbet here.
This better be important.
And Jason Beaumont, you can get... Jason Beaumont? You got Icon of Devotion last time too. Constant 10% damage resistance. Ooh, he's making our cavalry more powerful around him. Scarred Veteran. Yep, okay, you're all fine. The Red Duke, what can you get? Oh yeah, last time also we gave him Armor of Blood, which gives him regeneration and leadership +5 for Blood Knight units. Let's give him... Grave Sentinels. Minus 40% upkeep for Graveguard units. I'm all about the upkeep reductions. And we'll do Foster Terror. Since there's not much we can do about the public order for the moment. Aside from increasing the corruption in the area. You can get the Withering. I like that spell. And Mellowboard, you can get... what do I want on you? Let's go for Legendary Questing Knight, shall we? Or should I get things which buff your knights? See, you're on a Dark Pegasus, which is useful, but puts you in a very difficult position to use with the rest of my cavalry, because the rest of my cavalry is on horseback. And you're on aerial horseback. And we only get one unit of flying cavalry. It's a Regiment of Renown, and we have to either vassalize or conquer Paravon to get that. Do you have anything else here? Well, minus 10% upkeep for all units. Plus 10 for industry. Lightning Strike. That might be nice. Let's go for the blue tree. For a few of those things. Ooh! There's one of the Beastmen armies. Ungor Herd, Ungor Spearmen, 3 units of Minotaurs. Okay, that's getting pretty powerful, but at the same time, it's only a small army. So, Minotaurs are scary, but if there's not much to back them up, they're not as threatening.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Can we get any... Can we get, peasants with polearms? Oh, we need the crumbling training field and the cursed rally field. Oh, I should actually go for this because we can get peasant bowmen with pox arrows and peasant bowmen with fire arrows. That needs the carpenter's workshop. Okay. Get rid of the gibbet. This is generating 3. That's going to lower our income by 100, 300. That increases it by 250. 300 if I get that. So that would eventually cover the cost of it. I don't really like building gibbets and gallows for the repression. The public order +3 is minimal. And the income generator is kind of minimal as well. Yeah, build the Murky Harbor and remove this. I feel it's better to focus on vampiric corruption. Or your public order control. And then, I don't know, use docks and all that for your income.
This night.
Rather than the gallows. Anyway, you didn't lose... Oh, you lost a unit, actually. Get a unit of spearmen. Donovan Dubon, our necromancer. You can get... Specialist. And go over to the Blood Keep. Hello. Oh, it's Grutter. I was going to say, oh, what's his name? Skarsnik, but he's not present. That's interesting, actually. There's a, point of interest there, which looks like dwarven ruins. That's pretty nice. Do they, look specific to the area they appear in? Like, that's a little castle, ruined castle fort. This is like a little dwarven fort. There's another one of those forts. Another one there. Be nice if they were, like, unique. There could be maybe a few more variations. There's a lot of these little castle ones, but... Yes. Anyway. Or... If you're gonna raise Gorsel... Please don't. I'd prefer if you don't. Could we kill you with all these zombies and skeletons? Let's go try. He'll probably attack us because he thinks he's gonna have a good chance against us. Yes, yes. Okay. End turn. Oh, there's a night goblin army spawned down there. I suppose the Empire's going to deal with them pretty quickly. I suppose a side effect of all these little rebel armies popping up out of nowhere, enemy lords are going to be high level because they're going to be getting experience from defeating them often, but I'm alright with that. Not much diplomacy going on. People are destroying the rebel factions, and I suppose they've all destroyed each other already, so, oh well. Well, not destroyed each other, already all at war with each other, rather. Everyone's already destroyed each other. The rest of the world is just empty. There's no one around. It's just ghosts. That'd be funny. A mod which makes all the factions units just ethereal. Everyone is ghosts. There is that mod that starts random. Oh, you're going to talk about missing strings? Yep. No. One of the rebel factions, I think, is missing the restriction to diplomacy on them. Okay.
Soon I'll be all powerful.
Soon. Go have a look at this point of interest. What do we find? Ball of true silver or a sunken chest? Ball of true silver. Yeah, okay. Enchanted shield. Yay. Okay. Oh, hello. There's some reinforcements there. There's actually 2 armies there. He pulled a sneaky on me. We have some garrison reinforcements. This is actually going to possibly be a bit of a close battle. Goreherds with shields, Ungors, spearmen, Ark, and Akash, along with 3 units of Minotaurs. No ranged, So we have an advantage there with 2 units of ranged. But we have a massive zombies and skeletons and some peasants and not much else. And Necromancer too, who has Invocation of the Heck, Dance Macabre. He also has Master of the Dead, which is nice, and Raise Dead. So we can summon more undead, skeletons even, if I overcast it. However, the battle is probably going to be a bit closer than I want it to be, because... Oh, we actually attacked another... Yeah. Oh, pardon me. We actually attacked another army instead of the, Minotaur one. I attacked the Minotaur one. There was one hiding right in front of them? Was there 2 armies stacked on top of each other there? I think there's multiple locations for armies to appear, but if sometimes I suppose they appear in the same location, that might prevent them from moving. Sorry if I get a bit distant sometimes. I lean away from the microphone. I don't mean to. Oh, and now reinforcements. Arriving from behind, of course. Well, they're most likely going to be dead.
You serve me.
You serve me. Okay, go up here. And you lot, you peasants, are going to have to get a wiggle on and move over there. We're attacking them though, so they're not actually going to move to attack me. Please. This is kind of a nice map. There's some roads going through foresty areas. It could be a bit more densely forested, but no, I like that. With some, maybe some houses. This little tomb over there. Hey. Uh-oh. Infantry! I wish they'd march faster. Angry, angry beastmen. Against unfeeling, uncaring skeletons. With dinky hats. I love the animation for the skeletons so much. Ah! This is a bit of a proper vampire count's army. You just got a massive cheap infantry. And a few, you know, living subjects, I suppose. Okay, go there. Are you gonna, like, try and retreat to another hill? Oh, hang on. Their Minotaurs also don't have shields. So they're going to be easy targets for our arrows. I say easy, but they're still quite, you know, a few 100 kilograms of muscle and beef. Have a look at how Bretonnian peasantry, mutated peasantry of Mousillon, who fight for us because they have nowhere else to go. They are a motley crew. They have some of the worst, most horrifying faces I've ever seen. Some of them look like their faces have been chewed off. Other ones look like their faces are rotting off and... well, they've seen better days. Even the zombies kind of look a bit better than them in some ways. I do kind of wish maybe the zombies for Mousillon looked a bit different, but... eh. Oh, the zombies. What's he looking at over there? Ow! He just bumped into a tree. Bonk. Stop bumping into trees. Okay.
Master Necromancer.
Come on. Move up a bit.
Dance macabre.
Not yet. I haven't cast it. You can see the green lines coming off because of the Master of the Dead ability he has. Hey.
Shields, aye.
Arrows.
We serve the king.
Yeah, shoot the Minotaurs. That's a good target.
Master Necromancer.
Here they come. Move up there, you three. Block off that path. You two move there. You three move like that. You do that. You do that. You two go over there. There's Minotaurs. I was right to move you over there. Do that. Necromancer, you get into a bit more of a central position.
At once.
Raise another unit.
Come on, lads.
Ooh! Cool! That's a nice detail. We summon, Mousillon themed skeletons. Nice! I just realized that when I saw the icon. They're not the Vampire Counts ones. Neat.
Shields, aye.
Okay. Good. Finish shooting up those Minotaurs.
Quickly, lads. I hunger. Very well.
Cast Van Hell's Dance Macabre on our peasants there. I wonder whether that should be restricted to undead or not. Nah, maybe not.
Shift it. Yes. Run.
It's not like it's sort of... It's just a friendly target to filled with magical enemies, making them even more aggressive. It doesn't say anything about them having to be undead. More undead! Whoa! Rise, rise! Okay. Charge them.
Run 'em through. Death is assured. Lead them.
Fight alongside your undead brethren. Zombies charging. Try and kill some of the Ungors, please. Ungors. Something which zombies are actually able to do reasonably alright at. Against.
Hellish vigor. We fight for Bretonnia.
Okay, cool, cool. Those Minotaurs are broken. But we're close to the border, so they'll probably get off the map before they rally, hopefully.
Boom it, boy.
Turn around. Summon another unit of undead. Now this is what I wanted with the rebel armies around. It's just a smaller brawl, not a doom stack. It's just like an easy, not a massively easy army, but you know, something which you can use a less elite force to have a good brawl with. That's what I was hoping with it, and I think it's delivering that pretty well. Because all the epic battles are fun, but you need the smaller battles to what's it called? To contrast against them. Like, if I had had some cavalry in this battle, the cavalry would be even more useful than they usually are. Because the enemy doesn't have that much of an answer for it. And it's thematically appropriate. A bunch of skeletons, a bunch of undead just chasing off some beastmen who thought that they could, you know, get an easy settlement raid. And it turned out that hordes of undead were never sleeping. And the few living people out of the settlement came to defend their hovels as much as they can. We can't catch them. They're too fast. Pyrrhic victory. Only because we lost a lot of skeletons. But, no, zombies, but whatever. They're zombies. They're fun to paint, fun to model, but they're not very good. Though our zombies do have extra armor now, I think. I think they've got like 10 more armor because of an upgrade. Ugh. And that was fun. It's nice also using the Master Necromancer just to summon multiple units of undead. Another mod I always run with is the permanent summons. So when I summon a unit of undead, it stays. And I much prefer that. It doesn't say after the battle, but it stays for the entire battle. It doesn't suffer from the no, stays for a bit, then takes damage and dies, as it does in the base game. Return captives. Yeah, there was 2 armies on that spot. That might have been interfering with them being able to move around.
Necropolis awaits. Everything dies.
Ooh, yes. And we get to choose all these nice things here from all the casualties in the region. I wonder if the casualties from that battle are adding to the number of casualties here. I don't know how that works. Is that just from the site marker, or does this increase after each battle? I feel it's just from the site of a large battle, and it doesn't increase from multiple battles into one region. Like, the only way it would increase would be as if a bigger battle was fought there. I mean, there's a battle of 1,870 there. This is another fun reason why it's good to play as vampire counts. An army like this, you suffer a lot of casualties, you get a battle marker, and you're able to recruit better units from the many corpses which fell in the battle, even though they're zombies. It doesn't make terrible sense, but okay. I am going to get I'm kind of spoilt for choice. Can we get a corpse cart? Yeah, we can. Bellfire. Get a corpse cart with an unholy lodestone. And I kind of want two units of Black Knights, but at the same time I want that and that. Get that. And just get zombies for the rest. Bugger. Well, there goes my income.
Unleash undeath. March.
Well, there goes my... it comes back my income. It was a problem, but then I suffered casualties. What am I going to get for you? You already have Thrallmaster and Lord of the Scourge. Get that, go into Gorsel. It stinks. It stinks. Okay, your army is expensive. Our armies are going to be very expensive. All these knights and all that are just going to build up their cost. Don't build the gallows. Actually, keep the gallows, because it's giving me 100 income and I can't afford that at the moment. Can't afford to lose that at the moment. What was I going to build here? I was going to build... Crumbling training field. Or the... Yep, crumbling training field, because the carpenter's workshop we can't build there. Okay, cool. Chaos corruption is going to go to 0. Vampire corruption is going to go up to 82.4. Untainted local populace. That's fine. There's a Escape of Rebels army in Tor Kurali. Or Kurali. What are you doing here? No Ogham stones there again? Good. It's just something I want to check on every now and then. What does this do? Our unique building here. Charge bonus, vigor loss reduction, hero recruit rank. Unlocks White King of Black Grail Knight. Okay. I kind of feel like perhaps it could do a bit more. Anyway. End turn. Oh yeah, I forgot to move Donovan. Another lord which would be nice for us to get is the Blood Dragons. Very thematically appropriate. Vampiric Knights. The rebel armies, like the feral herds, won't always pop up. They pop up in areas of low corruption or untainted. But if there's a lot of vampire corruption or chaos corruption, over 50% I believe, they do not pop up. Because the territory becomes too difficult for them to live in, is the reasoning behind it. So, actually being one of the evil factions, you have it a bit easier. Whereas if you play as the Empire, you have to fight them off constantly. But that makes sense. Ooh, Sword of Cain's been claimed. Be the best around. A recent clutch of reports regarding ill discipline in the lower ranks is cause for concern. Clearly, clods are being hired. This has to stop. Recruitment costs has risen accordingly, but new recruits begin 2 ranks higher. We only recruit the best of zombies. No, that zombie with no arms is not a suitable troop. He still would be. I mean, he's got a... Assumably, he's got a head. Red Duke. Go down here. Good. That should swap over to spooky terrain soon. Spooky undead terrain, not spooky chaosy terrain. And... yeah, okay.
Darkness comes.
Now I'm just wanting to kind of build the gibbets to get my money up again. Why do I have to recruit all these? Why do they have to be so expensive? The mortis engine is 540. There's another mortis engine there. I'm just going to disband it. Freaking things. And a hex race. Ah. Okay. I'm gonna stop whining about it. Get that. Get the Black Knights. They're cheaper.
This better be important.
The armies of the vampire counts are gonna... The armies of Mousillon are gonna have to make some budget cuts.
I hunt.
Darkness comes.
And get a unit of zombies. Okay.
I am no lackey.
Yes, you are. Know your place. Oh, please. Then who do you think you are? Please, enlighten me. He got stuck up against the night goblins there. Bumped into them. It's like, what do? I feel soon might be the time to take the battle against the Empire. I mean, if we take their seat of power out from underneath them, we'll significantly weaken them. The Empire as a whole, I mean, not just Reichland. Though, at the same time, we'd kind of like to go up against Bretonnia. That's more in theme, rather than focusing all our attention on the Empire and kind of forgetting about Bretonnia. Maybe we'll move back through Fort Bergbray and deliver the list of my demands to the other Bretonnian kings and lords. The other Bretonnian dukes and all that. And you're sieging Bloodkeep? Really? You feel like you have a chance? Hey, Morrigan is trespassing again. What are you doing? What's your garrison like? It's pretty powerful. It's got Blood Knights in it. It's just got Night Goblins. Oh, Night Goblins have with Fanatics.
Who shall we destroy?
Yeah.
The Empire.
Oh, hey, Carl France. 3 Hellstorm rocket batteries? Yeah, there's the hero. Genevieve Dudon. There's another one also, Luther Huss. But that's from a different mod, I believe.
Who seeks me?
Oregon, go away.
Sorceress of the Dark Convent.
More sleep shines. Effective for now.
Okay, go to that point of interest. Shiny boots and fresh recruits, or mushroom stew. Scavenge what you can and Scarpa. Mushroom stew. Physical resistance 25%. And total dark magic 1,250. That's pretty nice. That means my entire army gets physical resistance. Okay, get...
Valiant lord.
How many more turns until our next thing for the skeletons? 2 more turns. After that... Ooh, that lowers upkeep for Black Knights. Only by 10%. But... Obedient Servants would be good, actually. Public Order, minus 50% for due to presence or lack of corruption. I actually didn't see that. Upkeep minus 10% for all peasant units. Steadier aim. Armor plus 10 for cavalry. Weapon strength plus 10%. I wonder whether that increases the armor for the ghostly knights. Because they're cavalry. Or the damned knights. Minus 10% upkeep for cavalry. Eventually going towards this one. Which is pretty nice. Diplomatic relations plus 100 with Bretonnia. I haven't gotten any of these ones. They would help. But we'll get that, and then I think I'll get Obedient Servants, and then we might go into the
What do you
economy bit for... economy research for a bit. What do I want in Corone? We have 3 slots here still. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Okay, good. So, we need 3 slots here. 1 for this. And 2 for these. So that's that sorted out. And I probably want the Carpenter's Workshop here for the Unholy Field Trebuchet. We already have the Defile Cairn. I don't want to build the Sinister Copse here. We've got walls. I don't need the Awakened Battlefield. Balefire Brazier, possibly. Later on, I might get rid of the Urnmaker. And replace it with the Balefire. It depends. If we build one in Artois, which we have, that will help with the Vampire Corruption anyway, so. Okay. End turn. So which of the Bretonnian lords am I most interested in keeping alive? I think out of all of them, Paravon possibly, because they give us a regiment of renown if we vassalize with them. We get it either, even if we conquer them. But given the option, as I said, or story-wise, I would prefer to vassalize them. I don't think we get anything... I assume we get one for Carcassonne. Yes, I think for Carcassonne we get a unholy oh, what's it called? Grail Reliquary. And do we get anything for Bordelot? I'm gonna have to look through the regiments of renown again. There's not one for every Bretonnian faction. Like, I don't think there was one for... Artois. Or was it for Lyonesse? There was a unit of pikes which we got. Because we got the Black Grail Guards from Corone. Let's see. You have them. So these guys. Bastidiers of Chalons. Doesn't actually say. I don't know where Chalons is. That would be a small settlement which isn't actually on the map. But if we have a look.
My sire.
No, not raised dead. Oh, we have these ones. Midnight Ravens of Ricard. The Ravens of Castle Ricard are cursed with midnight skin, completely and unremittingly black, seeming to absorb light. These ravens stalk the night unseen, with only their milky white eyes being visible in the dead of night. Ooh, that's creepy. Hunters in the dark. Constant self, disabled if moving, plus 100% armor-piercing missile damage, snipe and unspottable. Who knows what terrors lurk in the dark places of the world, biding their time until the moment to strike has come. Pretty cool. Plus 100% armor piercing damage. So that means that they do 6 armor piercing missile damage. Okay, that's alright. It's still pretty low. That's not like on handgunners level. But I suppose for moving cavalry it's alright. Let's see. The Dreadwings, they're from Paravon. Doom Relic of Mordak. Oh, no, actually, we get that for reaching rank 10 with a Necromancer. Ghosts of Glanbor, that's for conquering or vassalizing Carcassonne. The Hungry, that's just the base one. Yep. The Rose Lancers. That's a unique one, but we don't get that for any particular reason. That's just for level 23. Silver Shriekers. Chillgeists, that's the base one. Claw of Nagash, that's base one. Verix Reavers, that's base one. Devils of Schwarzhafen, that's base one. The Sternsmen, that's base one. Oh, actually, we can't get a bunch of these because, yeah, looking up here, requires level 99, so we can't actually get any of these ones. No. Okay, fine, because they have vampire counts ones and not Mousillon, so we have our own ones here, 26, 23, 16, and question mark, because these require specific actions. Yep, okay, so Paravon, that's a Necromancer level 10, that's Carcassonne. So I think we'll go and attack Bordelot, because they don't give us anything, anything specific, or vassalizing them. And neither does Baston. So we can attack Baston and Bordelot. Paravon we'll try and vassalize with. And Carcassonne we'll try and vassalize with. Okay, how's this holding? 13 for characters. Military presence is 12. Vampire corruption's going up. It's on the up and up. Force march over to Marienburg.
This better be important.
Yeah, it is. Do I want you to attack Record's Point? That's full of trolls. It's not spreading corruption. So that's fine.
I will alone.
Mother of the Dark Convent.
What are you doing, Morrigan? Go away. Don't bother me. Leave me alone. You're fine.
You dare!
You're just sitting there.
Bats and wolves gather.
Oh. You can get some more zombies.
This night.
Yeah, you won that battle. That was pretty easy, I would imagine.
Your wish, master.
What do I want to do with you? Things down here seem to be alright. Go down and explore Parathorn.
This is my land.
Dograt Daxotas. Darbert Crooked. Hey.
Oh dear. That smells like grave rot. An unfortunate disease. Perhaps I could supply a cure.
Yeah, thanks.
It is not.
You be interested? No, you're not interested in a...
Welcome. Sit by my side.
Ooh!
And let us discuss mutually beneficial matters.
I could actually have some Confederate with me. Vlad von Carstein. I mean, it's a bit weird for him joining Mousillon, but... I would like to have an army with Vlad in it. Can I... Confederate...
Greetings. Thou
Sylvania? I can.
the rightful elector of Stirland. Unstoppable. We have much to discuss. Thou art most welcome.
Military access. Join Confederation. Oh, not right now. Sure, military access. Blood Dragons. Actually, hang on.
This night.
Risen Undead.
Greetings, brothers.
Well, we could get a peace treaty with you.
Bloodline require.
And military access, but yeah, forget that. You're mindless vampires, you're rebels. I'm not interested in talking with you because you're just...
Of light.
You're just you're random people.
Dear, that smells like grave.
Yes, yes, yes. Become my vassal. Yes, yes. We will join forces and take the bodies from the living and the sleeping dead.
What?
I can't actually confederate with you.
Let me rid you of those corpses that crowd your fields and cemeteries.
But we've got Wallach Harkon and the Blood Dragons as our vassals now. I believe that puts a
Valiant.
cooldown on
What vile
other factions agreeing without being a vassal of us.
Dark are these
Not that these people are happy enough to consider it in the first place.
I am
Sylvania.
Sylvania greets thee.
Oh, we've already got that with you. Okay, that's fine. So, Bloodkeep. What you up to, lad? You have any armies anywhere? Ah. Yeah, no wonder. Pfft.
My bloodline.
There's Rampart Stalberg.
Darkness.
There's Wallach Harkon. And there's Zelig von Kruger. You have 4 units of Blood Knights
My will alone.
marching around. And... Can I just tell you to go back home, please? No. This is a bug in the base game. The next patch will fix it. I believe they're hunting for corpses to raise, but they do it without considering how far away they are. How are we going for time? Ah, fine. I wonder whether you could do something if, like, say, the Empire ended up in an agreement with the Vampire Count's army, or Vampire Count's faction. It would actually cause, like, small amount of vampire corruption in their regions. To represent them being, like, undermined by the vampire counts. The problem is that even 1 point of corruption is a lot. Because it works on percentages. So if you have 1 point of vampire corruption and 1 point of uncorrupted, it's going to be 50% vampire corruption.
To stand before me and ask proves you are no craven. But cowards often live longer.
Okay. Taurox, no. Forget you. You big brass ball. Hey, and our income suddenly skyrockets because our skeleton warriors are now free. For upkeep anyway. Okay, so next obedient servants. They'll help with our corruption. Help with our public order, rather. And get Carpenter's Workshop. Because I would like some peasant bowmen with flaming arrows. Should we attack Castle Baston? You don't have walls.
Protector of the realm.
Go down here.
Undeath Ascendant.
Raid zombies. Raid skeletons.
Bring me flesh to craft. Darkness comes.
More sleep shines.
Also is. It's all looking under my control. Good, good. Go to Gorsel.
Soon I'll be all
Can we get something for the shipwreck? If that's an army, then we're probably not going to be able to defeat it.
everything done.
But go and have a look. We have to defeat a foe. It doesn't say a powerful foe. However, it is undead, but sure. Let's see whether we can do this. If we can't, it's not big. No big deal. Could have just waited, but then we'd only get like 1,000. But I'm greedy. They don't have much. I mean, their units are all zombies. Our skeletons are better. Kind of. Actually, I don't really know. I assume their zombie units are better than our zombie units, just because... well, their zombies are, their sort of baseline unit. However, we've got the Necromancer, and we're able to summon more units of zombies. They also have this, the Rotting Leviathan, which we don't have a real answer for. We've got 2 units of Spearmen. I'm just gonna have to deal with the rest of the army and ignore it. Can you actually go across here? The map makes it look like you can. But I doubt that. Yeah, I don't think you can. I think it's actually looking a bit too low for the minimap. Anyway. Oh, look at that. Actually a high elf ship in the distance there. It's pretty cool. Mountains and apparently we're near Uthwan in the mouth of the River Reich. Whatever. The Warhammer world works in mysterious ways. Do that.
Life is a phase.
It's not a phase.
Mortals will perish.
Okay.
Dance macabre.
March up. Zombos. Stop screaming. I think you can get rid of those corpses in there. They are kind of part of the model, but they do look separate from it. They're not like there's zombies at the front of it. But they are... Yes, yes. Like, they're like the bags. Okay, fine. We'll just ignore you. You're not being quiet. So cool looking.
Master Necromancer. Moving. Death comes. Undeath, a sharp time is now.
Okay, well, we're just waiting for our army to march up, and I'm not going to charge them in early, so... How big is the Vigor Mortis aura on this? Okay. Unholy Lodestone is the same size. Right, the Corpse Cart is very much a buff unit. It's not designed for combat. I mean, it's got alright weapon strengths, but it's a chariot. So, actually, let me have a look. Zombies versus deckhands. Well, their weapon strength is higher. Their melee attack and melee defense isn't actually that much better. Their armor is 5 higher. Their leadership is lower. Their speed's the same. And their charge is the same. Depth guard, well, depth guard. Zombie pirate deckhand mobs, how do they compare? High melee attack, high melee defense. Yeah, that's more like what I expected. 30 leadership? Really? Okay. I suppose we're getting a lot of bonuses because of our Master Necromancer. 13, 14, 17, 15, 29, 18, and 10 charge. Those 3. Okay, they're better. They're not much better than our zombies, but they are better. Charge those, what's it called? Depth guard. I promise you, zombies, it will go phenomenally well. Go over here.
Death will free them.
Yes, well, I mean, kind of. They are kind of already dead, but... Okay, you two go over there. You two go over there. Because you're needed against this monstrosity. And we've also got the bonus of cavalry. Aha!
Master Necromancer. Your master calls. I command.
Ow! Miscast. Probably not going to be able to do too well against it. Spears against a rotting Leviathan is, well. Charge them. Charge them. Come on, poke it! Kill it! Well, I mean, it's already dead, but, you know. If I had gaze in the gash, that would be nice. Snip, snip. Can't eat these. Well, I mean, you can. Choke on the bones. Ooh! Yeah, I can't forget that. Actually, we're not completely hopeless here. We have lance formation. Because we're Bretonnia! Or rather, Mousillon. Charge!
Master Necromancer. Very well.
Yeah, those zombies aren't having a very good time of it. Their depth guard, though, 195 kills and rising. Oh. Charge! Wow, you actually charged right through the unit. Okay, go over here. Zombies. You can go over here too. Skeletons, go behind. Zombies over there. You go there. Corpse cat, move back a bit. Those depth guard are getting very close.
Ready to bring death.
Charge! Meow. Bam! That actually hurt you a fair bit. I mean, that was charging pole arms, but... yeah. Cops can't maneuver around that horrible monstrosity. And, oh no, go there. Swamp there, Admiral. Drown him in corpses. Here comes the charge again. Bam! Kind of. I don't like charging through my own units. Ugh.
Only an unlife will they see.
Jeez, you're holding on pretty well. Oh, there's an invocation of Nehek on the depth guard. Focus on their lord.
I move.
I mean, they do have regeneration. They got the hunger. Thankfully, they're not with pole arms. Uh-oh. Run away! Now! Maybe he'll kill himself by just, what's it called? Miscasts.
Asta necromancer.
Ugh, weak charge. But they are critical binding. Okay. Zombies turn around and attack them. Oh yeah, look at that. They're losing the numbers. Their replenishment is going down. They're crumbling and they'll be dead soon. Oh, Kingdom Come Deliverance is now free on the Epic Store. Oh. Thank you for mentioning that for anyone who has an account at the Epic Store. Also, welcome. Hey, Depth Guard are gone. Ooh, there's bad lag there. When I'm telling the units to move over here. I suppose it's just because they're trying to position themselves in an area where they can't fully... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And there they go. Okay, they're crumbling. Wow, they held on quite a bit longer. And... Oh. He didn't end up dying. Pyrrhic victory. But we just saw zombies. Fun. 352 kills for the Rotting Leviathan. 380 kills for the Depth Guard. Shows you how much better they are than the zombies we're pitting against them. They're just cleaving through them. I mean, it's easy to get high amount of kills on zombies. 184 for their lord. 0 for our necromancer, but that's not... He wasn't there for fighting in melee. They're just for the buffing. The Master of the Undead. Replenishment from the corpse cart and all that healing was pretty useful, I think. It's always kind of a minimal amount of healing. But I suppose it helps over the battle. Some of the undead healing is a bit weak. The Tomb King's healing is... The bonus... The healing they get from, like... how when casualties go up is really not that good. And they have the passive when they cast a spell which heals their units, but I think from when I remember I measured it when when I had a look at how much it heals. When the Tomb Kings had just come out, I think I saw that it was like 200 hit points, which is basically nothing when your units have like 600 hit points. Where is it? It doesn't have the passives in this, but anyway. Really not that much to be excited about. Undying Horde. Oh, interesting. This Swamp Dwellers. No one rules this accursed land, for none wish to do so otherwise. Melee defense +8 for zombies, skeletons, men-at-arms, crypt ghouls, and graveguard units. Okay, that actually improves all of your base infantry. And melee attack also. Including your living units, I like. Engines of War. Yep, okay. What's the one for here for the archers, trebuchet, mortars, and corpse carts? Yeah. Men-at-arms, crypt ghouls, crypt horrors, Vargolfs, direwolves, and fellbats. Black knights, blood knights, and damned knights. Zombies, skeletons, graveguards, wailing hags, and cairn race. Weapon strength. Missile damage, missile resistance. Okay, so you don't actually have one here which improves... Oh, this improves men-at-arms. Yeah, right. But you don't have one here for skeletons and zombies. Oh no, hold on. This does, but it doesn't improve armor. Magic resistance. Weapon strength, melee attack. Yeah, okay. On top of Walking Dead. No, on top of Swamp Dwellers. 8 plus an extra 5. 13. Okay. Yep, keep going for that. Okay. I am going to also... Ooh. Extra 500 income for Marienburg Harbor. Get that. And get... Upgrade Leoness.
This better be important. Deliver it unto me.
Horse march. Why do we get a bunch of other blood kisses? Faction leaders killed in battle +1. Oh! Okay, okay. That makes it a little trivial. I assume we got that because we defeated the Beastman army, which I assume that was their faction leader. So we got a blood kiss from that. Getting the Cursed Inlet and fighting that Vampire Coast army, that also spawns a faction. And then you defeat that faction. Yeah, faction's destroyed. Rogue pirates. Peter Hodgesworth there. So that would count as another blood kiss. We vassalized Bloodkeep. So that would count as another one. So they're probably going to die soon because they're stupid. I wonder if we get the if we can build the buildings there when we take it. Can we build the vampire counts buildings? We kind of count as vampire counts. Would I be able to get Conrad von Karstein if I built the Castle of the Mad Count there? No, because that's only for Sylvania or von Karstein. Because that's from a different mod, not Mousillon. Crypt of the Mad Count is the building which I'm thinking of.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Okay.
I will alone.
Darkness come.
You're fine.
What do you want?
You're fine. Don't really want to build that there. I want to build this here. Gallows. We don't need the public order, but the income would be right. Fine, whatever. Okay, we'll be able to spend another another blood kiss on a lord. Actually, hang on. I just remembered. When you spend a blood kiss, the next one you have to spend more. So I think it takes 5 for the next one, and then maybe 7 for the next one. After that, it's not 3 for each level. So that's why it's saying 3 down there, because we only have 3 other vampire bloodlines, which only have a... well, which we haven't put a point into yet. Blood Knights, Necrarchs, and Strigoi. blood dragons. Hmm. Yep, what's going on? Morgan still trespassing. Military alliance, Averland and Whistleland, fine. We encounter Carrick Norn. Necroc Brotherhood gets a war with the Aswad Scythians and Scythans. And the Necroc Brotherhood goes to war with Clan Wars. Can we see them? Can we see them because we vassalized Bloodkeep? Metalboard gets authoritarian. We can. Hey there. How's it going?
Welcome, kin. You must want something. It better not be my head.
That? Non-aggression. Sure. Thanks, Whysofurious. Well, like Harkon's paying you a visit, is he? Yeah, it's because there's all this casualties down here.
Darkness comes.
Ugh, so
Have your soul.
dumb.
My bloodline.
And you're not doing anything with Sword, you're just sitting around there.
I'll have your soul.
Anyway.
This night.
So Bordello doesn't have walls. Or garrison. Made up of peasants. Rank 7 peasants. They're highly trained peasants. Got Wrath of Banan. Knights of the Realm, Knights Errant, and all that. Can we get this? No, we can't. Level 4. 7 more turns until I can get that. Upgrade Gorsel.
My bloodline calls. You dare. This better be important.
What do I want to do with you, Metalboard? Go over here. You're going to have to reinforce the Red Duke. Can we get a non-aggression pact with you? Nope. Well, the wrong bloodline, but whatever.
We are in agreement.
Lord of Bretonnia, you honor me.
I kind of think Castle Baston. Baston will be the easier target out of the two of them. Bordello still has a lot of strength, so I think I'll go for Baston. They're the weaker of the two. They only have Castle Baston. They don't have Montfort. And our Vampire Corruption will be able to cause that settlement to rebel. I wonder where Skarsnik is. Neither of those two armies were Skarsnik last I checked. He's probably become unwounded and been rooted in the army. There. Nope. The dwarves just dealt with the vampire army there. That's fine. Not any of my buddies. I don't care about them. It is actually something which I've noticed a bit. With these Rebel Armies mod, the turn time is a bit longer than it used to be. It's longer than it used to be. I suppose because all the factions are having to fight against them or something? Anyway. Go here. Go there. Yeah, you have to be in the forest, didn't you? Move down. Just to get closer now. Closer. You can get the Withering level 2.
I thirst.
We have money. Upgrade. Arnau. And Jerome Gagnier gets... What do I want on you? You're level 4 now. Income from repression buildings. Plus 10 to plus 20%. That's the gallows, isn't it? Yes. So that gives an extra 40% on 40 points on top of that. It's all right. Public order. I kind of want Aura of Dark Majesty. But I kind of want Aura of Dark Majesty and Stand Your Ground to take advantage of Lionhearted. Yep, Blade Master. We'll go for Aura of Dark Majesty.
Bats and wolves gather.
Also is on the edge. Corruption's still going up though, so it will only improve.
I hunt.
This night.
You can go over here. I mean, you were actually going to check Paravon. Since you can't attack the walls. Oh, we can see here. Oh, hello. Vlad, why have you taken Varenka Hills? Have you taken anything else which I should be aware of? Come on, let me see. Rampant corruption there is high. Who owns Desolation of Nagash? It doesn't look like Lamia is controlled by vampires anymore. Untainted is 50% and rising. Hey, look at that. We're spreading vampire corruption throughout the Empire. Well, that's Sylvania there, actually. And down the mountains. Bit in there, there. That's the Vampire Coast factions. None up here. There's no actual vampire factions up here. Okay. Cool. So, yep. End turn. And I think come the next turn, we'll actually call it for this session. We'll leave attacking Castle Baston for next time, because it's getting late. We've done a bit. As I said, most of this was building up our economy for future campaigns. And getting research out of the way. We now firmly control Marienburg. The Chaos Corruption's going down since we got rid of the Fimir there. We're making buddies with the vampire counts.
I like what you say.
What are you saying, Vlad? 1,000 for a defensive alliance? Yeah, sure. A pact then. My services for what I desire. The price may be too dear. And I'm happy with that. I would like to confederate with you. You're quite weak as a faction. But if I could get Vlad and Isabella von Carstein on my side. Vlad doesn't have a mount. Neither should he. Isabella has a mount, though. She has a Barded Nightmare. Winged Nightmare? Manfred has a mount. He has a Zombie Dragon, as well as a horse. I think he gets all of them, doesn't he? He gets the, Barded Horse, the Flying Nightmare, and the Zombie Dragon? I don't know. I haven't played as Manfred for so long. Why don't I play as Manfred when I can play as Vlad? We can possibly confederate with Sauron into our faction. Though I don't think there's anything special about him. He's just a vampire. Oh, hello. Peace treaty. Nope. And there. Yeah, I do think the rebel armies which spawn causes the turn times to be longer than normal. And it's not really even just because there's more factions. It seems like each faction has to think more about what's going on. It is nice though. If it could be improved in that area a bit, I don't know if the mod author would be able to do something to improve on that. Let's see. Okay. Can we spend... Yeah, we need 6 actually, not 5. So it goes from 3 to 6 to 9 then? We could get a blood dragon. But let's see. Bigger loss reduction, casualty replenishment. Yeah, but we're not making heavy use of our current lords, so the land is looking very spooky. So yes, here we are, poised to take Castle Baston from Bohemond Beastslayer, who has the Beastslayers of Baston, Men Arms, Pole Arms, Royal Knights, Questing Knights, Mounted Yeomen,
I have seen your heart.
Adela Guardian, the Wizard of Heavens, I think that is. And yeah. And we'll probably go and attack Bordello afterwards. Go from sweep down that way. Paravon will probably go to war with us if I go to war with Baston. Yep, they're military allies. They're defensive allies. They're not actually friends with Carcassonne. They're defensive allies. They are indifferent. They're military allies. So going to war with Baston is going to draw these two in, but not the Fey Enchantress. Okay. Anyway, that will be all for this episode of Mousillon, and we'll continue with it next time. I think this is already 3, is it? Or is it part 4? Let me check. It is part 4. Okay. So, next one is part 5, and I usually try and keep the faction playthroughs at 5 parts. So I might go for an extra episode with Mousillon, because I'm having fun with it, and not that I don't have fun with the other ones. I feel I need to clarify. It's more... I feel there's still more to do. It'll be interesting, and I would like to Confederate Bretonnia. Either one way or the other before we finish. So, yes, anyway. I don't know what I'd do after this. I did see that, Chief Ugma, or Ugma, for the trolls is actually getting a unique model soon, which will be pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. He's got the look of a, what is it? Ugma. Yeah, he's got a look of a, hey, you don't actually get Chief Ugma in the Lords. But he has the look of a, river troll. With a big club, or a big stone mace, which is pretty cool. But yes, anyway, that will be it for this part of Warhammer 2 Mousillon. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you'll join me again next time.